Alright guys, Sunil D93 back for part 3 of the VOD. This one's a bit short. I wasn't quite able to fit in 10 minutes, but this will just 6 minutes, so finishing up soon. So anyway, over here, I died in that team fight, but I mean, it was well worth it. We aced them, so definitely worth the effort. So over here, I noticed there's a huge wave of minions down at the bottom, so again, if there's huge waves like that, it's really useful for someone to be farming. Like, I mean, some people might complain I'm not helping out in this team fight, but I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit too far away to be of much use here. So, anyway, there we go. I mean, there's no way I could have reached them in time, and even if I did reach them, then it would still be a 1 versus like 3 or 4, no matter how much, how hurt those people are. So, I mean, it's kind of a suicide. So, over here, I get a nice amount of minions here, so even if I'm not able to last hit all of them, I'm able to farm a lot of that experience here. I'm able to get a lot of last hits. Notice that my Incinerate, my W now that's leveled quite a bit, it pretty much it pretty much just destroys these minion waves really fast. So let's check the bush, I have precaution. But I mean, you can see on the mini-map, there aren't really that many people missing. So, well, now actually there are, so I'm a bit concerned that still quite a few people on the map, so not really that concerned about a massive gank. Unless and you keep a close eye on the people in the middle, though, right? So you notice I think Jan and Kat were in the middle on my mini-map, but now they suddenly disappeared. So I probably should start backing up soon, and hopefully I do. I don't, remember exactly what I did. Okay, but now they pop up back on the mini-map, and looks they're all going top, so I'm safe to continue farming here. So the thing is, I could spend the time walking around the map, but I mean, hopefully my teammates are fed enough, or smart enough not to engage, but I guess they did engage. But I mean, it was a pretty even trade-off. I think some guy died, some guy lived. So I mean, I'm just continuing to push this lane, just pushing a lot of pressure. So I see Blitzcrank just hiding there, so I decide to give him a little surprise here, so charge up my stun. Notice I'm keeping minions between myself and him. Alright, so there he comes, he initiates, he does all of his stuff to me, but then I go ahead and stun him, put Tibbers, ignite, and he's pretty much history. I flash in to use my last Q for the kill, and there we go, got a kill there. So pretty much, I mean, my high burst damage is really nice. I stun with something, and I use my spells, and the nice thing is my Q, it changes, the cooldown reduction on it's really little, so really nice. So, I mean, I see Cat and Twisted Fate coming, so I run for my life here. Fortunately, Ashy took the blue buff. I mean, really on this team I should be the one getting the blue buff, because I think I'm the only mage. We have Ashy, who's DPS, Malphite, who's the tank, Renekton, he's kind of DPS, Udyr's usually DPS or tankish hybrid, but anyway, he shouldn't really be. I mean, cooldown reduction is nice in Udyr, but I mean, Annie's by far it's most helpful on Annie on this team by far, so yeah, I mean, that's alright. No hard feelings, we're doing pretty well. So anyway, just trying to put a little bit of pressure on them, minions pushing. We pretty much have all the turrets, the outside turrets. Now we're just proceeding into their base to get their inhibitor turrets and inhibitor down. But I mean, they're all just camping right there at the turrets. It's a little bit tricky to push, especially because we're missing a few people. So I mean, I decide to just back out a bit. Malphite goes over to the top, as you can see on the map, to distract them a bit, draw away some fire. So now I think we make our move. Okay, so Shen jumps in, but yeah, we don't do anything. But notice we're kind of luring them out a bit. So letting minions push a bit. I mean, not much really of note happening here. Just pressuring them, just trying to keep them on their toes. Notice I have my stun ready to use if anything happens, like if they overextend or anything of that sort. I mean, that Janna looks pretty low health, so if we dive her, I can even put my bear on her and she'll probably die within a few hits. Although, I should not be the one tanking the turret. It should be Malphite, our tank, doing that. So premature, yeah, getting a little bit hurt here from Janna's tornadoes. But oh, there, they made their mistake. They ran in. I put my bear on Blitzcrank and, what's his name? Blitzcrank and Shen, I think. I think it was Shen. And yeah, we get some kills there. Unfortunately, Katarina, she jumps in last second and uses her ult, which does quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, so pretty much I died, but I mean, I think we came out ahead in that team fight. Or, I think at least even, maybe. and I mean, I got a lot of money over the course of my last respawn, just due to the fact I've been killing people, I've been farming quite a bit. So I mean, yeah, I mean, not too bad. So pretty much, I haven't explained my items so much recently, so I have gotten Sork Boots, which pretty much give me some magic penetration, which pretty much means that my spells, they bypass some of my enemy's magic resist, which is always a nice thing to have. Especially because, like, even characters who aren't tanks, they still have some base magic resistance. Every character starts with some amount of magic resistance and armor. So you can see my teammates are doing fine without me as I'm coming. They are able to dive the turret as they're outnumbering the enemies. So anyway, they finish up all the people there, and I'm coming in, and I'll go ahead and help them take down that turret and the inhibitor. And Twisted Fate also shows up right now. So notice my spell counter's at 3, I just need 5 before I can stun, so we'll be doing that very soon. And again, about 12 seconds until Tibbers comes back, so yeah, so didn't even have to stun Twisted Fate. I mean, they just decided it was over, because I mean, we obviously got their turret, and then we'll easily get their inhibitor, and I mean, we're way ahead of kills.